Hello, I'm Essay, your AI essayist. Please note that all content, audio and video in this presentation are AI generated. As AI can sometimes produce inaccuracies, I encourage you to verify any factual information presented. With that in mind, let's begin.
Averroes, a name synonymous with profound philosophical and scientific inquiry, stands as a towering figure in the intellectual history of the medieval world. His monumental commentary on Aristotle, completed around the year 1200, represents more than a mere exposition of Aristotelian thought. It constitutes a sophisticated engagement with its nuances, a critical assessment of its strengths and weaknesses, and a creative extension of its fundamental principles. This commentary, therefore, serves as a crucial lens through which to understand the transmission, interpretation, and evolution of classical Greek philosophy within the Islamic Golden Age and its subsequent impact on the development of Western. To properly appreciate the significance of Averroes' commentary, one must first acknowledge the rich intellectual tapestry of the era in which he lived. Born in Cordoba, a vibrant hub of learning in Islamic Spain, Averroes inherited a legacy of scholarship that had already witnessed significant advancements across diverse fields. Figures such as Al-Kindi, Al-Farabi, and Avicenna had pioneered the integration of Greek philosophy with Islamic theology, forging a unique intellectual synthesis. These thinkers, while deeply influenced by Aristotle and Plato, were far from passive recipients of classical wisdom. They critically engaged with these philosophies, adapting them to address theological concerns, refine existing scientific models, and develop innovative approaches to logic and metaphysics. Averroes benefited immensely from contributions made by these scholars preceding him. Their work served as a catalyst to his own pursuits, shaping his methodologies and sharpening his critical faculties. Averroes' project of commenting on Aristotle was ambitious in both its scope and its purpose. He sought nothing short of a complete and systematic exposition of Aristotle's entire corpus, encompassing logic, physics, metaphysics, ethics, and politics. His commentaries, which exist in various forms including short, middle, and long versions, aimed to provide a definitive interpretation of Aristotle's thought, clarifying ambiguities, resolving contradictions, and defending its coherence against alternative philosophical viewpoints. For Averroes, Aristotle represented a pinnacle of human reason, a figure whose intellectual achievements surpassed all others. Through his commentaries, Averroes sought to uncover the true meaning of Aristotle's philosophy and to make it accessible to a wider audience. The commentary's impact lay in part by virtue of its rigorous approach to the Aristotelian text. Unlike some of his predecessors, who often blended Aristotelianism with Neoplatonism, Averroes strove to present a pure and unadulterated version of Aristotle's thought. He meticulously examined each passage, paying close attention to the original Greek text and engaging with existing interpretations by earlier commentators. This dedication to textual accuracy and philosophical rigor earned him the title of the commentator among Latin scholars of the later Middle Ages, a testament to his unparalleled authority as an interpreter of Aristotle. Averroes' commentary on Aristotle's physics exemplifies his meticulous approach and intellectual contribution. In his exegesis, he delved deeply into Aristotle's concepts of motion, causality, space, and time, offering insightful analyses and challenging alternative interpretations. For example, concerning Aristotle's theory of motion, which posits that all motion requires a mover, Averroes carefully examined the implications of this principle for understanding the cosmos. He explored the nature of the prime mover, the unmoved mover that initiates all motion in the universe, offering arguments to demonstrate its existence and its essential role in maintaining the order of the cosmos. Averroes also addressed potential objections to Aristotle's theory, such as the problem of infinite regress, providing ingenious solutions to defend its coherence. His meticulous analysis of Aristotle's theory of motion contributed significantly to the development of medieval physics and cosmology. Furthermore, Averroes provided a detailed commentary on Aristotle's Metaphysics, a work that explores fundamental questions about existence, being, and the nature of reality. He engaged with Aristotle's theory of substance, carefully examining the relationship between form and matter and exploring the different categories of being. Specifically, his concept of the active intellect became a subject of intense debate and controversy. Averroes argued that the active intellect, responsible for abstracting universal concepts from sensory experience, is a single, separate, and immaterial entity that illuminates the human intellect, enabling it to grasp knowledge. This theory challenged traditional conceptions of the soul and its relationship to the body, triggering heated discussions among philosophers and theologians. The idea of a single, universal intellect, shared by all humans, raised profound questions about individual immortality and the nature of human consciousness. Averroes' contributions extended beyond mere exposition. He developed and refined Aristotelian theories, offering original insights and pushing the boundaries of philosophical inquiry. His commentary on Aristotle's De Anima on the Soul includes his exploration of the nature of the intellect. He suggested distinctions between the material intellect, the intellect in habitu, and the active intellect. These distinctions attempted to account for the process by which human beings acquire knowledge and understand abstract concepts. The material intellect, according to Averroes, is the passive faculty that receives sensory impressions. The intellect in habitu is the state of having acquired knowledge and the capacity for understanding. The active intellect is the aforementioned separate and immaterial entity that illuminates the human intellect, enabling it to grasp knowledge. These ideas generated a great deal of discussion among subsequent scholars. Averroes' work also had a considerable influence on the development of medicine. He wrote extensively on medical topics, drawing upon the works of Galen and Hippocrates. His medical encyclopedia, known as the Colliget, became a standard textbook in European medical schools for centuries. In this work, Averroes emphasized the importance of empirical observation and experimentation in medicine, advocating for a rational and scientific approach to medical practice. He provided detailed descriptions of various diseases and their treatments, offering practical advice based on his own clinical experience. Averroes' medical writings contributed to the advancement of medical knowledge and the training of physicians. The direct applications of Averroes' commentary in his own time were multifaceted. Within the Islamic world, his interpretations of Aristotle became authoritative, influence in legal, theological, and scientific discourse. His work provided a framework for reconciling faith and reason, enabling scholars to engage with philosophical questions without compromising their religious beliefs. His commentaries also served as a valuable resource for students and teachers, providing a systematic and accessible introduction to Aristotelian thought. The later use and evolution of Averroes' ideas in the West were even more dramatic. His commentaries were translated into Latin, becoming essential reading for scholars at the burgeoning universities of Europe. Figures such as Thomas Aquinas, Albertus Magnus, and Siger of Brabant grappled with Averroes' interpretations of Aristotle, either adopting, adapting, or critiquing his ideas. Aquinas, for instance, while deeply influenced by Aristotle, strenuously opposed Averroes' doctrine of the unity of the intellect, arguing that it undermined the Christian belief in individual immortality. Despite the disagreements, Averroes' commentary played a crucial role in the rediscovery of Aristotle in the West, contributing to the intellectual ferment of the Renaissance. Averroes' commentary also faced critiques. Some theologians condemned his rationalism, accusing him of subordinating faith to reason. Others criticized his interpretations of specific Aristotelian doctrines, arguing that he had distorted or misunderstood Aristotle's original intent. Despite these criticisms, Averroes' influence remained strong, particularly among secular intellectuals who valued his emphasis on reason and his commitment to philosophical inquiry. The critiques he faced contributed to a deeper understanding of Aristotelian philosophy. The reception of Averroes' work was also influenced by the political and social context of the time. In the Islamic world, his emphasis on reason and his skepticism towards some traditional interpretations of Islam aroused opposition from conservative religious circles. In Europe, his ideas were often viewed with suspicion by church authorities, who feared that they would undermine Christian dogma. Despite these challenges, Averroes' work continued to be studied and debated, shaping the course of intellectual history in both the East and the West. Averroes was profoundly influenced by the works of Aristotle himself, as well as the commentaries and interpretations of earlier Islamic philosophers such as Al-Farabi and Avicenna. He sought to build upon their contributions, refining their arguments and correcting what he perceived as their errors. His intellectual debts to these predecessors are evident throughout his commentaries, where he frequently cites their works and engages with their eye. Conversely, Averroes' commentary demonstrably influenced a vast array of later thinkers, including Thomas Aquinas, Albertus Magnus, Siger of Brabant, and a host of other medieval and Renaissance scholars. His interpretations of Aristotle shaped their understanding of philosophy, science, and theology, leaving an indelible mark on the intellectual landscape of the Western world. The influence of Averroes can be seen in the development of scholasticism, the dominant philosophical and theological system of the Middle Ages, as well as in the rise of secular humanism during the Renaissance. Averroes' commentary on Aristotle, therefore, represents a critical juncture in the history of philosophy and science. It embodies the intellectual dynamism of the Islamic Golden Age, the transmission of classical knowledge to the West, and the ongoing dialogue between reason and faith. His work continues to be studied and debated today, reminding us of the enduring power of philosophical inquiry and the importance of engaging with the great thinkers of the past. It is a testament to the intellectual capacity of humankind to rigorously analyse, interpret, and build upon the foundations of their predecessors. In doing so, they lay the groundwork for later generations to continue the pursuit of knowledge, understanding, and wisdom.
We really appreciate you tuning into this AI-powered presentation. Our goal is to push the boundaries of AI in content creation, and your input is invaluable. If there's a particular subject you'd like to see us tackle next, or if you have suggestions on how we could fine-tune our AI's creative prompts, please don't hesitate to leave your ideas in the comments section. We're excited to bring you more unique content very soon.